All right, everybody, welcome back to Bourbon Flights OKC. Eric is always with my co-host, Jason. This is season 4, episode number 1. And if you haven't noticed by what's behind us, we are not in my house, or your house for that matter. Yep. We are at a secret friend's house. It is in Oklahoma. That's really all we can say about it. But we figured we've promised you guys new location shoots, new guests and stuff like that. And we figured we'd start it off with a location shoot.
Yeah.
So there are a lot more bottles on other walls inside of this place. If you see something you like, happy to have you reach out and tell us why it's your favorite. If you're watching on live, ping something if you see it.
Yeah.
But you have brought Oklahoma bourbon.
Yes. It is a brand new, just released August 1st. Everything, this was all the ingredients except for the rye was grown in Oklahoma. It was distilled in Oklahoma. It was barreled and aged in Oklahoma, and it was bottled in Oklahoma. So it's about as close to pure Oklahoma as you can get.
Yeah, and I mean, there's really not a lot of Oklahoma distilleries
that aren't sourcing.
I mean, you've got Wanderfolk up in Guthrie, but a lot of their stuff is sourced.
Yeah.
Until Jeff comes out with the stuff that he started many moons ago.
Yeah.
You have a lot of Hochatown.
Hochatown
are they sourcing or are they making
their own? I believe they make their own. But as far as anybody else I know in the state that I know of, it's sourced.
Yeah. 100%.
Now, what I do know is when Jason that owns H Distillery up in Shattuck, he instead of just putting out bourbon that's 2 years old, 1 year old, or whiskey out that's 1 year old, 2 year old, they held off on this, and he sat on these barrels paying taxes for years until he felt he was ready. So this is, I'm excited about this one. We've talked to him personally, his representative. They've invited us to come up to the distillery and check it out, but even everything they do, it just is very, they don't waste anything. Even their mash, when they're done with it, gets fed to their beef. And they produce
cows, yeah.
Yeah, and I believe their beef is sold in Reba's place and also some Eddie's and the Frosted Mug. I believe they sell their beef through. It's prime beef that they do. They were doing beef jerky, but they stopped because they want it a little more consistent. But the thing is, everything Oklahoma grown, everything done here in the state, and even when it's the leftovers, they're feeding it to their cattle.
It is a true Oklahoma bourbon, which I'm excited about. I'm also excited about the story. I'm also excited about the fact, me, I like information on the bottles, and there's a ton of it. So what I'm going to read is just kind of their little snippet on the back. So again, this is Hobo Bourbon, small batch, handcrafted. This particular one is a 6-year.
That's the 8-year. This is the
93 proof?
Oh, you mixed a switch. Okay.
No, I always have this one here.
Okay, sorry. My bad.
No, you're good. 6-year, 93 proof. That one's 119.8, I believe, without looking at it. And that one's an 8-year. And it says on the back, born from the rails, built on grit, Hobo Bourbon honors the restless spirit of America's original drifters, those who rode the rails chasing freedom, not fame. Produced in small batches in Shattuck, Oklahoma, each drop carries the story of resilience and rebellion that built this country. Aged to perfection and crafted from a traditional mash bill of corn, rye, and malted barley, Hobo delivers warm caramel, toasted oak, and a finish as smooth as the open road. That's really cool. I really couldn't tell you where Shattuck, Oklahoma is. It's probably out in the middle of nowhere, if I had to guess.
Up towards the Panhandle. I believe it is just south of Woodward, where the Little Sahara.
Oh, okay.
It's in that area.
Oh, okay. Nice. Our friend at Oak City Bourbon is here on TikTok. He says Hochatown was sourced up until a couple of years ago, which I guess makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And he said there's also another distillery in North Oklahoma that isn't sourcing. They played the long game. He didn't tell me what the name of it is.
What's the name of that one? I'd be curious to find out. It would be nice to have. That's what we're excited about, is to be able to actually say something good about Oklahoma whiskey. We're not big fans of Texas whiskey, although we do like Still Austin.
Still Austin is good.
And Lasso, but Lasso sourced.
So it's not really a true Texas product.
Yeah.
All right. Well, without further ado, shall we just get into it?
Yes.
So this first one
Is the 6 year.
on the left.
Yes.
Okay. The way you did this is
I know. Confusing.
because this is the 6 year.
I know.
Okay. I'm very confused.
Well, you pulled the bottles over after I set them up. So.
Okay. That's right.
Now you made me question myself. This is the 6 year.
Okay. Sorry. We haven't done this in a while. We've taken a bit of a hiatus.
Yeah.
So the mash bill on this one, 75 corn, 21 rye, 4 malted barley. The barrel char, which I love that this is on here because we talk about it a lot, is a number 4 alligator char.
Okay.
Which, doing a little bit of Googling, an alligator char, for those of you that haven't heard of the different types of chars, so it's a level 4 barrel char. The workers burn the inside of a new oak barrel with fire for about 55 seconds. The wood cracks and peels into a rough, shiny pattern. This pattern looks like the scaly hide of an alligator, which is why it's called the alligator char. The heavy heat breaks down wood sugars, give the whiskey rich notes of caramel, vanilla, and smoke. The deep cracks in the carbon act as a filter. They remove bad taste and harsh impurities from the spirit.
Yeah.
And then the peeling wood, when it cracks, creates more surface area. Obviously, more liquid touches the wood, and that just creates a better toasted wood layer. And this one is aged
6 years.
This is aged 8 years.
Oh, it is 8 years. Did I hand you the wrong one? Oh, yeah, they both are.
They're both 8 years. We lied to everyone.
Well, I messed that up.
That's fine. I'm really not worried about it. I'm more worried about if it tastes good or not.
I mean,
it smells good.
It does.
There's no heat, but I wouldn't expect any really from a 93 proof, you know.
So you get a little bit of the toasted oak smell, but it's not like some of these where they do the double oaked and it's like in your face firewood.
That is really good.
Yeah.
It's not overly complex.
No.
But yeah, I mean, you get the big three. The I guess there is a little bit more.
I get a little more heat on it.
Yeah, there's a little bit more heat than you'd expect at a 93. But I mean, from something that's like truly sourced from Oklahoma, I mean, it's the best thing I've had.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So what I like is you don't get overwhelmed with oak tannins, but yet you can still taste it.
Yeah, and I mean there's a good amount of rye spice on the back end, but it's not like overly done. I feel like I'm not going to name the names, but I mean there's not many in Oklahoma, so people can guess. But I feel like a lot of the other ones that we've had from Oklahoma, like there's just weird flavor notes and weird tastes. Where it doesn't seem like a ton of like time and care was put into sourcing or sorry, not sourcing, but like distilling stuff.
Yeah.
But like you can tell that this guy actually cares.
Yeah.
And wants to put Oklahoma on the map as far as bourbon. I really like it. I mean, I think it's phenomenal. There's good cinnamon notes on the back end too.
Yeah.
Not like the drying cinnamon that I talk about all the time.
Right.
But yeah, this is impressive.
Yeah, so like it's not like real, you know, some of them are real oily and it sticks to your tongue. It's not too oily, but it's not so light that it evaporates and dries off super fast. So you get a nice even fade. Yeah,
it's good. Definitely a little ethanol-y on the back end for sure. But this is also a neck pour.
Right.
So I mean I'm sure if we leave these bottles sit for a little while, a lot of that will go away.
Yeah, and actually we do have a sample bottle from a year ago.
We do.
That we could test and put up.
We do. Maybe we should do that.
Do we bring extra glasses?
We have extra glasses. Would you like to do that?
We probably should.
We owe it to Eights, our Oklahoma brethren, to give it a try.
I like how it like leaves a little bit of tingle on your tongue, but not.
And so these are. So they're the same mash bill, the same age, the same char. One's just higher proof than the other one.
And it's a cast, more of a cast strength.
Yeah.
Right away.
This is noticeably different.
Yeah. right at the palate. So there's no ethanol.
No.
Very sweet. Kind of like your red fruits, like almost like a dried cherry smell.
Yeah. I almost get like craisins. You like craisins?
I do.
I don't like raisins, but I like craisins.
I do.
You like raisins?
I do like raisins too. But
You know what
like
I've never
raisins
made? Do you like ants on a log?
Yes.
I wonder how that would be with craisins as opposed to raisins.
That's not a bad idea. Okay, so let me ask you a weirdo question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you peel your celery?
No.
Why not? Have you
Too much work. I have had peeled celery. So my mom
Nothing
makes
worse than those.
my mom makes a Waldorf salad, which is absolutely delicious. And she peels the celery before she chops it. And you're right, it makes a big difference. But here's the thing, man. If I'm eating ants on a log, like I'm not going for a full culinary experience over here. It's out of desperation of I'm hungry, I need to eat, I have celery, peanut butter, and raisins or craisins. Like let's do it. Yeah, I'm not. Huh.
But I see why you say that. Yeah, because it's kind of like a dried fruit smell.
Yeah, 100%. It's a little bit. I almost want to say it's a little duller. Yeah, it's a little. The flavors I do get. So there is ethanol in the nose because it's a neck pour. This you don't get that, but I feel like the flavors are stronger on this than this as far as the nose, and that's because this is just been opened.
Yeah.
Where I feel like after time you get some oxidation.
Well, and also too. So think about it. So they have been waiting to release this for a while because everything with the government shutdown, getting the approvals for their label took longer, and so these are almost 9 years. So there's going to be some stronger flavor.
So did they bottle it and had everything bottled and ready to go, or did they leave it in the barrel another year before they pulled it out?
That is a good question, and I did not ask that. And I would text them and ask them, but I'm pretty sure if I do that, I'll screw up the recording.
Yeah.
So we'll ask that and we'll post that later.
Yeah, we'll post that.
But
that'd be interesting. But it does say 8 years on here, so what I'm guessing is that they bottled it and then it took so long to get the approval for the labels.
Because I could have sworn, it could have been too that it only went, 10 months, 8 months.
Yeah.
And not quite.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely the one that's been open is muted.
Yeah. It's muted, but like you don't get that ethanol punch in the front.
And you don't get that.
Which makes sense, right?
You don't get the bite.
That
ethanol bite either.
Yeah.
And not that it's strong initially, but here it's.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's really good. I'm very impressed.
Yeah.
I definitely like the one that's been opened a bit better for obvious reasons, but it's really good.
Yeah, and that's what's nice on this one, to be able to one that we just opened and one that's been opened. So granted, I'm sure they're not from the same barrel, but that's as close as we can get for comparison.
I get something that you like that I don't like.
Don't say candy corn.
I get candy corn. I get like a mild candy corn. Or
have you had a candy corn in a while?
Dude, no, because they're bad. Why would I do that to myself?
I think like anytime you don't like a taste, you reference it to candy corn. Kind of like me with onions. Ooh, that tastes like onions.
But you don't not like onions.
That's
you just
true.
can't have
I just can't physically eat
it.
Because I do put onion powder and stuff.
Yeah.
Thanks to you. That was a great find.
What is it? 2 tablespoons to like half an onion or an onion or something like that. Onion powder. If you're allergic to onions, onion powder is your friend.
Yeah. It's that juice that'll kill you.
Mm-hmm.
But
100%.
Okay. So you want to move on to the next one?
Let's move on to the next.
Yeah.
And do you have a
I do.
Oh.
And it's got the C because it's the caster.
Perfect.
So.
All right. Well, let's not. Yeah. Let's wait.
Let's go. All right.
Okay.
I'm going to separate these two. So
that's fair. That's good.
Okay.
I hope you all noticed my cool turkey friend that I brought with me.
Right.
Dude, I want one of those for my house. The Evan Williams like pot jug.
Yeah.
I think turn it around. I think that's is it a 90 proofer? I think it says 90.
Yeah, it says 90 proof.
90 proof. Yeah, that thing's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
What's the announcement on the back?
The public take notice that I have now got my new distillery into operation and am prepared to fill orders for whiskey and liquor. This being the says Firth.
Firth.
Firth Distillery in the District of Kentucky, which with no Y, just an E.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Kentucky.
Yeah. Apparently there was some spelling issues. I thought those people were smarter than us back then. Because you ever seen some of the old 8th grade tests?
They didn't have spell check. I want to see this thing, man.
That's pretty interesting.
1783.
Yeah, I don't know what year that
Near the public wharf. AD 1783.
There's a wharf in Kentucky?
Part of me wants to hope that this is an original, but part of me thinks it's probably
That's probably because you've got a seam line.
Oh yeah,
it's probably replica.
It's
Really,
really cool.
Yeah,
it's really cool. I'm glad I picked that off the shelves for you to see.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if people know, but these are actual decanters. Yeah, so you can take the head off.
Pets' heads are falling off.
Oh my god! All right.
So
this is the 119.8. Did I do it right? Did I remember?
Yes.
Nope. That's not the right bottle.
It's that one.
119.8. Yep. All the same stuff, just higher proof.
Okay. I just wanted to see if they had unfiltered or filtered. It does look filtered. It smells good.
It smells great.
Like black cherries. I like that one better.
Which one?
This one.
Oh, yeah.
The higher proof.
Yeah, I do too. You get like a little heart hug on the end. I don't get as much ethanol.
Not nearly as much ethanol.
Yeah.
And it's still a neck pour too.
Mm-hmm.
We're
also, if you go back to like season 1 of this show, we were drinking stuff like sub 100. We were like, oh wow, this is 105, Now it's like we want the high proof stuff.
We've
That's
got
kind of what we
Hazmash from Southern Collective at 140 proof.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
that's
how far we've come.
To me, that's almost almost tastes like a light whiskey. It's real light.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
It's great.
Yeah,
that's something you can drink straight, no problem.
There is ethanol for sure. I feel like it's not as pronounced as the other one.
So what's crazy is the oak tannins. You don't get the oak taste until after, and you'll get it right on the very back, and it's just light oak. So go ahead.
I'm just gonna say I feel like the finish fades really quick.
It does.
That's why maybe a little too quick for me.
Well, that's why I think it's great, like American Light. In the heat, it's something that's really quick. It's gonna be.
Yeah, you're right.
Chilled. That would be fantastic. Mm-hmm. Just don't put ice in it. Damn it.
No, you can visit. What are those things we have?
Vochill.
You can visit our friends at Vochill.
Vochill. CHILL.
Yep. It's basically it's like a kind of look like a hockey, like a indented hockey puck, and you throw it in the freezer and you freeze it. You take it out and it's got this little case. You put it in and then you put your whiskey glass on it, and it chills it without watering down your.
Yeah, without adding water and stuff, and it drops it. Good bit. It takes a few minutes, but it does drop it without watering down your whiskey.
Proof over rank says, "I love seeing your wall with open bottles." Well, this is not our wall; it is our friend's wall. But yes, we.
I wish it was my wall.
I wish it was my wall as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a way to come drink.
That's right.
But yeah, no, a lot of neat stuff in here.
It's really cool.
It's definitely a selection, not a collection.
No, it's a selection, not a collection. This is one of my favorites. I'm just seeing it here, so I'm going to grab it anyway.
Oh yeah,
these old Fantail Wild Turkey bottles. This is probably one of my favorite bottles in this entire place, and there's a lot of stuff that you're not seeing in this place. Like the amount of orange on this and citrus notes that you get from this bottle. And the problem is you'll probably never find another one of these.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to drink some before we leave.
What's the 100%?
Huh?
What's the
orange?
Oh.
So we can orange.
Yes, we can. I'm actually surprised that's an orange.
Yeah. No, that's good.
Cool. Yeah.
I had to show that because that's one of my favorite bottles. But obviously there's all the Wellers.
And this is just a fraction of what's in
What's
this-
here?
what's here.
There's
I mean, a fraction.
There's so much stuff.
It's unbelievable. Maybe one day we'll get permission to say where
Yeah.
or how to
get access to this place. Yeah.
Yes,
But as of right now,
we cannot.
it's on the down low.
If you don't know, we can't tell
That's
you.
right.
Unfortunately,
Well, if we tell you, we'll have to kill you. Let's do ourselves a favor and pour
yeah, I would
the
agree.
opened one of that and see what the difference is. What's interesting is this one has a lot of ethanol, but I think this one to me has better flavor than the higher proof one. I'm interested to see if my thoughts will change.
Right.
And again, I'm talking about the first pours we had, not the open bottles.
Sorry, that's screwed you.
Oh my god! You see what I have to deal with, people?
Yep, always short.
Unbelievable, shortchanging me all the time.
Oh.
Hmm.
Okay, so here's the problem. This different barrels. That's damn good. I like.
You like that better than this?
I really like that one.
A
So
lot more.
we actually for full disclosure, we got in contact with these guys at Eight's Distillery about a year ago. Just happened upon them in a liquor store when they were doing some tasting. They do have some whiskey. They have Tilted Post and Dennis Jean, I believe it's called. I know it's served at Reva's place and stuff, and you
You got a
can't get
bunch
it
of
back.
stuff.
They do. They do a lot of other whiskeys and stuff, but this bourbon is kind of like his thing that he put back and let it sit for the proper aging and stuff. But the Dennis Jean and the Tilted Post are pretty good too, but those are coming out in the future.
We've got a gin, a finished gin, a vodka,
Yeah.
Dennis Jean blended bourbon whiskey, Tilted Post whiskey, bourbon whiskey, and bourbon black.
And I believe they have a rye coming out soon.
Yeah, their website doesn't even have this stuff on there yet.
Yeah, no, and they're actually, the packaging on this, I don't know if they'll let me, I don't want to say anything because I didn't get approval to say it, but they're going to be changing the packaging on this, and it's going to be pretty freaking cool. Something you don't really,
just seems like an exciting thing for Oklahoma bourbon.
and I think it's great. I mean, Jesus, if this is the first thing he's put out, holy crap.
Yeah.
You're setting the bar high from the
100%.
beginning,
100%. Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely. We need to go out there and
I'm going to ride a cow. I'll put it on TikTok.
I will have an ambulance standing by.
I will ride a cow at Eight's and while drinking bourbon. That is my pledge to our viewers.
I'm pretty sure they're going to say no.
I've never ridden a cow.
And you don't ride cows.
You can ride cows.
You can. It's not recommended. No.
You can do it though.
Just make sure there's no bulls and no calves.
No,
because they will come after you, tear your ass up.
No, it'll be. It's not like I'm just gonna wander out into a field and pick a cow and ride it. It'll be a controlled environment. We'll find the friendliest cow.
When I was growing up in Edmond, they had a Broadway Ford in Edmond. The owner used to ride a big giant bull in the commercials, and he'd ride it in like parades and stuff.
Really?
He was enormous, yes.
Jesus.
And he was this very skinny gentleman.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was like that bull.
That's like my friends are the Baddison Honda people, and they have El Dorado. I've never seen a bigger set of nuts on an animal.
Have you seen my Great Dane?
Dude, he's got some big porcupine balls. That's for sure.
Oh,
that's
sorry.
for sure.
Now we're getting off track.
No,
but
you're
anyway,
fine.
so what do you think compared to the neck pour compared to this, the one we got from a year ago?
I think I like the neck pour more. I think the flavor. This is tough, man. I feel like the flavor is better because it's not as dull on both neck pours, but obviously there's like no ethanol, no heart hug on the other ones.
Yeah. Okay, so I just thought of something. So if you guys haven't checked out Bourbon with Branson's, you should check them out. Michael has an incredible ability to pick out whiskeys just by taste. This one that we got from a year ago tastes like, to me, it tastes like Old Fitzgerald. And I was just thinking, do we have oh, there's one right here. I'm curious.
There's one right next to it too.
Yeah, that's the much older one. Okay, it's an orange.
I don't have any more glasses.
That smells weird. That smells buttered, but that could be me. I have had a stroke.
Yeah, that doesn't smell. It smells like too sweet almost.
Smells off, but anyway, it kind of tasted like the old Fitzgerald to me.
Yeah.
Which you can't find.
No.
I mean,
no,
those pop up randomly.
Yeah.
So I think if you're an old Fitzgerald fan, this is a good.
I think I need to come back to these particular bottles after they've been open for a little while because in both accounts, I like the flavors better on these than the ones that have been open. So the problem with these though is that you have that neck pour ethanol alcohol fire, for lack of a better term, to it, where you don't obviously have that with the ones that have been oxidized.
And you can definitely tell though that it's the oxidation has taken its toll on the flavor.
Oh, 100%.
And I would agree.
And that would be an interesting thing to try to figure out is like, what is the perfect like shelf life of a bourbon where you lose that like ethanol flash on the nose and on the finish. But you retain all the flavor. But you retain all the flavor.
Yeah, and that's a good point.
And I'm sure it's probably different for every single. I'm sure it's not like a set like, oh, you should drink this in 6 months of it being open. It's probably different depending on a lot of different things, right?
Well, and there's a lot of controversy around that too, because some people say it doesn't go bad. Some people say 6 months.
Well, some people say what drives me crazy is people will say that once you've opened a bourbon, it's not going to oxidize because it's shut. And I'm like, yeah, but you've now
you've exchanged
the air inside of it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's literally the definition of oxidation.
And literally every time we open before we open, we always do that.
Yeah.
Wet the cork so it doesn't stick.
Yeah.
But not only that, kind of diffuse some of that.
I don't understand how people can say that oxidation in that bourbon doesn't go bad. I mean, here's the thing.
We did have one. You had one that went bad.
That dark rye.
But it wasn't closed properly too.
No, it was closed properly. I just, it turned into like vinegar. But it was like over a year. It was like a year and a half that it sat in the back of our shelf.
That have sat for 2 years that we.
But I also wonder too, right? Because the dark rye is a finished rye,
and it's also a water.
So I wonder if it's only like 85 or 80 or 85 proof. So I wonder if that has anything to do with it. But
I don't know. That's interesting.
I don't know.
I know someone who's really getting into the science of all that. We need to ask Jeff over at Wonderful. He's really diving into a lot.
He is.
He's been
that scientist up there. Dude.
He has been. He's been posting a lot of things talking about the interaction with the copper versus stainless steel.
Yeah, he's been posting the bobber test where they look at like alcohol content and proofing and stuff like that too. Yeah,
I think that's the biggest thing is people think that they can just jump into I like whiskey and bourbon and I know what it should taste like and I can do this.
Yeah.
And then you find out that you have all these chemical interactions between everything. And even talking with Ryan from Southern Collective, their master blender, he was like, you'll try to blend out one bad flavor and
you blend in another one.
2 or 3 others and it's a constant battle. And
that's a guy we need to do an episode with.
Yes, Ryan, if you're watching,
we might
next time you're in town,
maybe we just need to do a trip to Nashville.
We should.
Because we can eat and drink for free. Anyway.
So
I digress.
Yeah, no. And I mean, so here's my thing. With the one that's been open for a year, yes, the flavors are a little muted, but I still think I can drink this. And
I can drink any of these.
No, I mean,
trying to figure out what my favorite is really hard because I have this little thing in the back of my head that's like, well, those are neck pours, right? And those have sat in a bottle, probably unopened, longer than that has.
Which we'll clarify that because I don't know.
Yeah. We don't know that for a fact, but that's
because they could have been sitting in the barrels longer.
Yeah,
and I'll clarify that. But either way, I mean, still look at the color of that bourbon.
Yeah.
I mean, and to sit hey, I'm going to make a bourbon, and then I'm going to sit on it for 8 years.
They're also in a really good climate out there, though.
I agree. That's
they get more winter than we do up there.
So those of you that aren't familiar with the Panhandle of Oklahoma, they have some of the biggest swings in temperature up there. When we watch the weather here, they always get the snow first. It always gets colder there first. Then it gets hotter than hell out there because it's half desert. So their temperature swings are much more extreme. And I think there's some benefit to that because it's closer to the Kentucky swings than it is the Texas swings. Because you get these South Texas whiskeys and it's, the temperature swings 20 degrees between summer and winter.
So in Shattuck, Oklahoma, the average low in January is 24 and the average high is 94. So that's a huge swing, first of all.
Yeah.
Let's see. How much snow do they get up here yearly? 13 inches, which is way more than we get here.
Yeah.
In the city area.
Yeah. Plus, there's no trees, so you get a lot of wind, so you get a lot of air circulation through there.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a wonderful place. I think you're spot on. I think trying to do Texas bourbon is hard because you're limited by the climate.
Yeah, even Hochatown.
Right. I also think if you did a bourbon in North Dakota, it would be hard because you have the opposite problem.
Exactly. It's always too
freaking cold, and the hottest it gets is like 80 degrees.
Right. But look at Hochatown. In comparison, it's in the exact opposite end of the state, in southeast Oklahoma, and it's just not. It doesn't have the flavors and stuff. And I think that fluctuation between the heat and the cold, absorbing and expressing the liquor through the barrels, it makes a difference. And there's a reason Kentucky whiskey and Tennessee whiskey is better than most. And I think if you look, we're pretty damn close in some of the southern Missouri.
Yeah, I'm trying to see
if I'll bet Wood Hat would be fantastic if they would just quit aging in those tiny barrels.
Shattuck is, if you go southwest out of Woodward, on what highway is this? 412. It's down there basically on the Texas border.
Yeah.
So it's where 412 and 283 intersect. So you've got like Shattuck, Gage, Arnett, Laverne.
If you go north, you can get to Slap Out and Hooker.
That's right.
Which I've been to both, Slap Out and Hooker,
great
Oklahoma.
Fort Supply is over there. Hey, do yourself a favor. Support our state parks and go to the Boiling Springs State Park and then go get yourself a bourbon.
Boiling Springs?
Boiling.
I didn't know there's Boiling Springs.
Boiling Springs? I don't know.
So I know they do have, up there they have that park where you can go dig for those crystals that form this hourglass thing. We took the kids there, but the bad thing was we went and there was like 50-mile-an-hour winds that we were being pelted with sand with.
Boiling Springs. Does Boiling Springs... I wonder if they have hot springs.
That's what I'm on. You would think Boiling Springs.
No, they do not.
It is a cold...
The water, it says no, Boiling Springs State Park near Woodward, Oklahoma does not have hot springs, period. The water is cold, period.
Just like Miami, Oklahoma. It's not Miami.
Okay, so I guess the reason they got the name is there's underground water pushing up fast through the sand, and the bubbling action makes the water look like it's boiling on top.
Oh.
But here's the other thing, man. Do you really want to go to a hot springs? With how hot it's been?
Yeah, maybe in the winter. I've been to hot springs.
Cold spring. I want to go here. The water is cold. Period.
Right.
Excellent. All right, my friend, we got to rate these two.
Yeah.
And I'm going to rate them against everything else because there's really not a lot of...
Okay, let's just not rate against allocations that are impossible to get. Like when we had George T. Stack.
Yeah, that's fair.
And things. Let's just be...
Okay, so on the 8-year 93 proofer, I'm going to be a 7-2.
You were close. I thought I was going to have to reach across and slap you. I thought you'd say something offensive. I'm like at an 8-3, 8-2.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think it's perfect.
Yeah.
But it's also an 8-year.
I'm also really trying to be partial to these as opposed to the other ones that we've tasted.
Well, in either case, I think, like you said, the richer flavors on the neck pour are good. But my concern, and I don't even know, I wouldn't say it's a concern, is like if this oxidizes to this, I'm happy with that.
No, 100%.
Well, I would be even more happy if it did retain the flavor, because I will agree with you, there is more flavor on those bottles as opposed to the ones we got last year. But then again, different barrels and that whole thing makes it difficult. But either way, I think both are great. I think this is something maybe we do a couple episodes and then we come back and revisit it.
Be like a short. What is your rating on the high proof one?
So on the high proof one, I'm going to 8.5. I like it.
Yeah, I'm like 8.5,
8.7.
I'm like I'm between 7.9 and 8.1. So like if you said 8.1, I'd be fine with it. If you said 7.9, I'd be fine with it. I think they're both great. I guess my only not concern, it's good, but it's not complex, right? There's not a lot to it. Like I've got vanilla, oak, caramel. I've got a little bit of red fruit here and there. So it'll be interesting to see what else they come out with. And I think they're on the right track. You know what I mean? Yeah, 100%. Like I like this stuff. I'm not saying I don't like it.
Money.
Yes, the mash bill is money. I love the alligator char. That's not my problem. My problem is it'll be interesting to see what else they do that they can get into like more complex flavors and more complex noses and notes and things like that.
And from what I understand, the owner is all about that.
I bet. I mean, to sit on this stuff for 8 years and be like, no, I'm not going to release it yet. I'm not going to release it yet.
And you're paying tax on
I don't have that. I don't have that kind of patience.
Yeah, I don't.
You know what I mean?
But I think you did the right thing. What happened?
Our live ended, but it's okay.
Yeah, it's
We're
okay. We're
almost
still recording. But I agree. The flavors are there. The poltergeist.
The lights have gone out.
We've got poltergeists.
That's right.
But anyway, I do like the higher proof a little more.
Yeah.
But I think they're both fantastic.
Well, now that the lights have gone out, I guess it's a sign from God that we should end.
Right.
Do you have anything else to say, my friend?
I do, but not anything I can say on camera. It's positive, but my wife would kill me.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. No, I think these guys are on the right track. I'm excited to see the next stuff that's going to come out.
Yeah, they've got, like I said, they do have some whiskey out. Dennis Jean and Tilted Post. Tilted Post, I think it's kind of an ongoing project that's going to be released soon. I do want to try the Dennis Jean. I will try to get some of that, and it's more of a blended whiskey or 4 to 6 year type stuff. Which we've had some great ones. Like
absolutely.
I mean, I still like to throw out Fighting Cock. I mean, if you guys out there, you got that friend that insists Blanton's is the best thing ever, do a blind and throw some $15 Fighting Cock in there. It blows me away. Everybody people pick the Fighting Cock.
It's so good.
Anyway.
All right, my friend.
Love it.
Ready?
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody, for joining us on this bourbon journey through OKC, Oklahoma. Remember, there is a world of bourbon out there waiting to be explored one sip at a time. Until next time, keep your glasses full and your spirits high. Cheers.
Cheers.